3 positive things. Yesterday is over. Positive thing number 2, I'm getting the kiln loaded. I'm getting all of the bisque done for the brown clay, which is fantastic. It won't fire today. It'll fire this week sometime. And positive thing number 3, I have some very, very cool happiness to share with you about fairy houses. So, stick around.
You and me, babe. You and me, babe. It's just nothing else like you.
We're ready to go. Okay, so we got the kiln loaded, and we're moving on to fairy houses. You are gonna love it. You're gonna love it. But first, I'm gonna have to prep you as to what sparked this whole process in the first place. This is the problem. And I'm going to have to figure out a solution for it. It's the way I was using this. So there's air in here, right? And I would stamp it and then squeeze it. And because of the difference in the air pressure, it would come out the bottom. It's not coming out the bottom anymore. I can't get to it from the top, but it's got this big old split in it, so it has no... I guess I could tape it up, but that's not the only issue. Unfortunately, these little things... the pusher outer doodad. This is the cutter. This goes down inside, and it pushes out whatever is left in there. So if this had a pusher outer doodad, that'd be fine, but it's just not made for that. So pusher outer doodad is sticking. It's not as easy to use as it used to be. So I gotta have windows on my fairy houses. Oh. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Okay, so here is the great news about fairy houses. Check this out, y'all. Check it out. Look. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I don't know if it will work well or not, but all week long, last week, all week long, computer. And I learned that you can have things 3D printed, that there is actually a website out there that will 3D print a cookie cutter for you, that they will not print something like this, but they will let you design it, kind of. And I learned a whole new software on how to design an STL file. I got in contact with a friend of mine who had a friend of his who has a 3D printer. And so I was able to, and then the learning curve of how to learn a new software and how to design exactly what I want. And it is fantastic. I cannot tell you how cool it is. So cool. Now, will it work? I have no idea. I'm so excited. I just can't hardly stand it. I'll just do a little bit. Instead of doing the whole thing, I'll just do a little bit. See what we get. Because then I can turn it. Wish me luck. It's not going all the way through. But maybe I can just That's okay. That's okay. I got a little poker here. This goes down in between the real easy. Oh. Okay. Mold release. Let me go see what I can find as far as mold release is concerned. I bought this the other day. It's just an oil spray. It's a mold release for plaster, so maybe it will be okay. So I got a decent cut out of that. Man. Ugh. I have this fixed. 3D printing, however, is apparently not the solution. Man. Win some, you lose some. I can hear Tim now. I don't. Yeah. He's better at that than I am. I was hoping that it would be Fairy House Happiness. Turns out it is not Fairy House Happiness. Oh well. I don't even think I can dig that stuff out. My gosh. It's just too small. It's too small for a cookie cutter. That's why no cookie cutters exist for Fairy House windows. It wasn't very expensive. Worth knowing. That's not the answer. Out a way to get these fairy houses that I've already done, that I've already built, their doors and their windows, because doesn't change the fact that they've been sitting around waiting a week for this to print. I just hate, oh my gosh, I hate that I lost so much time. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I've been sitting around waiting for this to print, and they're drying out, and so I tried just a flat blade. Okay, so I tried that. I tried this. This does a nice shallow hole, but it doesn't get all the way through the clay. Now this is a little thick, very much thick, but still, even if I have a shallower piece, see, clay gets all stuck in there. So what seems to be working the best is this tool here, because this will dig out a circle and I can just remove it with my thumb. Dig out a circle, remove it with my thumb. This leaves gradu on the back. This leaves gradu on the back. But as I put it on the pot, this is basically the same, or on the fairy house, basically the same width as this. So I can just poke that through and clean it up. And I got a nice, that's gonna have to work for these fairy houses. And, you know, I think it will. I think it will. Sad day. This was like a week's, easily a week's worth of work, y'all. A week's worth of miserable work. Not miserable. I like figuring things out. I really do. And now I know how to make an STL file, and nobody can take that away from me, and you know, it might work in the future. I just did was I just put it over the top, rolled a little bit to get an impression. Then using this tool and using the impression, poke all the holes, right? And then after I get all the holes poked, with the slab just hanging out in my hand, which is kind of a little easier to do rather than picking up each individual piece or whatever. And it's not, you know, not the greatest, but it seems to be going a little bit faster. And you know, maybe not a total waste. I mean, that's something. That's something, right? I could also round these corners a little bit. That might be fun. Still got round instead of square. I think that might be at least some improvement, right? I think it might be. See, I told you, Herbert. We'd figure something out. Okay, first one finished. These guys are the ones that I did with the blue thing, and I just made them an impression and cut them according to the impression, and it worked pretty good. So, you know, I'll take it. I will take it. I mean, it's something, right? So, and these are a little big to do 2 windows on one side. So, this one needed 2 windows above the door. So, but this is cool. I mean, I really do love that. I mean, that's like a living room window, right? You gotta have that. That's super fun. And this one here, I've got a bigger window, in the back, and he's cute. So, round, we'll have to see how that paints up and how it finishes out. I'm kind of sad by the idea that I won't have squares here anymore, because I like the squares. But this one, I think, turned out really cute. I love him. And I'm gonna have to spray these down because they're a little dry. So I'm gonna spray these down and let them sit for a while, and then come back to them after they've sat. After they sat for a while, and I think they will take the windows a little bit better. Good job, Herbert. Good job!